skin now. It used to be all lumpy and red.
And what made the difference? What was causing that?
The wrong foods.
Well, we were desperate. We were at a stage with Luca where she was constantly itching and she was having a lot of pain in her private areas, and we knew she had allergies. We had heard of salicylates and we had heard of amines, but we hadn't really looked into anything further than her allergies. So we got to a stage where we had the allergies under control. They're really quite manageable, but everything else felt out of control and we just didn't know where to turn. And then one night I was watching Prime, local news, and you popped up and you mentioned salicylate, and I turned and I listened, and it was like you spoke directly to me. And I went and got the book the next day and it's been a constant part of our life since, and it's changed Luca, it's changed all of us. Tyler was the same, he was the same as her. At one stage we had 2 children up all night, and sometimes that went on night after night after night for months, itching till they bled, screaming in pain. We were
at our wits' end.
Yeah, basically we were at our wits' end, and we read your book, we got your DVD. There was another parent on your DVD who spoke about her own daughter, and she spoke about very similar symptoms to what Luca was having, and it was a turning point for us. We went and did the elimination diet with both of the children, which helped us to work out a lot of things that they can't have, like ribonucleotides, propionate in the bread. It was making Luca very, very, very uncomfortable and had a lot to do with the pain and screaming through the night. So now we've taken those things out of the diet. We cook all fail-safe foods. We're basically living a fail-safe life, and we have a little girl who's gone from not able to sleep at all.
That's me.
Not able to. She started kindergarten last year, and the first 3 terms of kindergarten she basically didn't sleep through the night at all, really, and she itched so much she had to wear gloves.
I have no idea how she got through kindergarten.
Yeah, and we're in year 1 this year, and we're sleeping. We're very good at school. She doesn't share food. We did have a little incident with food sharing. We learned from that, and well, now we're pretty much a normal family.
It's weird getting a full night's sleep. I was like, oh, so this is what it feels like to actually wake up with at least 5 or 6 hours sleep.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm an early riser anyway, but being an early riser after having 1 hour's sleep is just very, very taxing. But yeah, no, thanks very much for your book.
Doesn't seem like enough to say thanks.
It's helped us no end, and I think this little fella's going to get a lot better start. If we had the info when Luca was this age, then I think we could have avoided a lot of heartache down the track. I mean, she's come really good now. I can't believe she's the same child.
We'd heard about salicylates through Luca's doctor. We were very focused on her allergies, and they had told us just brief bits of information about, you know, too much watermelon might contribute to, at that stage she had very rough skin and she was a little bit itchy. But really never went right into a lot of detail because we were focusing on the allergies. And I think it was just the way that you spoke about it. It was like you spoke straight to me. I'm not sure, it was just the way you spoke and the way your book is written as well. It took me to see you on TV and hear that brief interview you did, race out and grab the book, and I think it was a combination of of the book and seeing you speak, and yeah, just being able to sit down and really plan it out and read your book. It's very easy. The recipes are easy and family friendly too, I find. Like, they're much easier to, you've usually got most of the things in your cupboard, and they're not hard to find anyway.
I think we linked specific behaviours and itching and a couple of other things with amines and salicylates and what we read on the internet. And once we got the book, it was just so clear. The book explained a lot of things that Luca was experiencing, and it all came together.
I think seeing on your DVD the other parents who'd had the exact same experience as us, and seeing them, it actually brought me to tears.
For parents out there, it could be, you know, just a small tweaking of what you're doing. I know that what you're going through it's hard to understand that it's food, but if you can get your head around it, it all comes together. It's ABC in the end, really. Don't think that it's not food. 99% of the time it is. You know, as a father, I felt helpless. I felt like, you know, fathers are there to solve problems, and I was getting angry at the world and every single solitary other thing that I thought was contributing to this. But once it all came together, your book made a believer out of me. So I was very happy in the end.
He had a little cuddle with his auntie yesterday. Tyler has food allergies and intolerance, so lots of things can affect him. But yesterday his auntie was holding him, and her body cream that she was wearing set him off. We made the connection because it's happened twice that she's held him now. Obviously my family know that our children are sensitive, so she was trying to work out what the common thing was that she'd used both times, and it was a body cream. And yesterday he was red all over his face and head and couldn't stop scratching, so he's doing a lot better today. But if we take these off, he'll still itch and draw blood. So. And can I just add too that Tyler was exclusively breastfed when he started reacting to what I was eating, and I did the elimination diet because he hadn't been introduced to solid foods. So I did the elimination diet and eliminated and then challenged through me, and that's how we found out that he's salicylate and amine intolerant, and I'm amine intolerant as well. And I didn't expect that any food ever affected me, so I go a bit, I get a bit moody, shall we say, when I eat amines. So yeah, I think the people around me might suffer more than I do.
Look, Moody is very diplomatic. Very diplomatic.
Sometimes I often wonder about, you know, you see the signs up at the schools for healthy canteens, yet there isn't anything that we could have for Luca at our canteen.
There's noodles at my canteen, there's yummy bands, there's juice, and water.
Water's good, isn't it?
Water's the best thing at my canteen.